Okay, let's talk about something really important. There's some fantastic news out there for millions of people on Medicare. But, and this is a big but, criminals are twisting it into a really dangerous trap. So, in the next few minutes, we're going to arm you with everything you need to know to protect yourself and the people you love. Let's dive in.
So, you see this number? $2,000. This is a big deal. It's a brand new benefit that's going to help millions of folks on Medicare. It's a cap, right? Designed to save people a ton of money on their prescriptions. This is a real positive change. But, like a lot of good news, there's a dark side. Scammers are all over this. They're taking this genuinely helpful new law and turning it into a weapon. They're using the promise of savings to set up this dangerous new trap, and they're counting on you being caught off guard. All right, so to keep yourself safe, the first thing we have to do is separate what's real from what's a lie. Let's break down what the law actually says, and then we'll expose the tricks the scammers are trying to pull.
Okay, so here's the truth. It's actually really simple. Starting in 2025, thanks to the Inflation Reduction Act, there's a new rule. Once you, as a Medicare beneficiary, spend $2,000 out of pocket on your covered drugs for the year, that's it. Your costs drop to zero for the rest of the year. It's a hard cap, simple as that.
And this right here, this is where the scam lives. The truth is, on one side, this whole benefit is automatic. You don't have to lift a finger. No applications, nothing. But the scam, the lie, it's all about making things complicated. They'll tell you that you have to apply, or you need to verify your information to get it. And that, right there, is the big lie. So, how are they pulling this off? What's their game plan? Let's pull back the curtain and take a look at the scammer's playbook, step by step.
You know, these scam calls are almost always the same. They follow a script, and it's got 4 basic steps. First, the introduction. They'll pretend to be from Medicare. Then, the hook. They'll dangle that $2,000 cap in front of you. Next, they create a sense of panic, either with a threat or a fake prize. And that's when they make their move. They go in for the theft, asking for your personal info. And yeah, this is pretty much what it sounds like. They'll use these professional, official-sounding phrases. You know, like, we need to verify your Medicare number to update your file for 2026. It's designed to sound totally legit. The second you hear a language like that, that's your cue. Your alarm bells should be ringing. So what do they actually want? Let's be clear. They're after the keys to your entire castle. Your Medicare number, that's for medical identity theft, so they can bill for fake services in your name. Your Social Security number, that's the jackpot for total identity theft. And your bank info? Well, that's just so they can drain your account directly.
Okay, enough about the scammers. Let's talk about you. This next part is probably the most important thing we're going to cover. These are the simple, powerful truths that will be your best defense. Rule number 1, and if you remember nothing else, remember this. This benefit is automatic. You don't have to apply, you don't have to enroll, you don't have to verify a single thing. If you've got Medicare Part D, you get this cap. That's it. End of story. Okay, rule number 2 is just as crucial. Medicare will not call you out of the blue asking for your personal information. Why would they? They already have it. So anyone calling you uninvited, asking you to verify your Medicare number, they're a criminal. Simple as that. And rule number 3, listen closely. Medicare will never, ever, ever ask for your bank account number or your credit card details over the phone to activate some benefit. That's just not how the government works. So you should be on the lookout for these classic red flags. These are the tools every scammer uses. They'll create this insane sense of urgency, telling you that you have to act right now. They'll use threats saying your coverage will be canceled. They might ask for payment, like a fee for a new card. And here's a big one, secrecy. They'll tell you not to talk to your family about it. If you hear any of this, hang up. All right, let's put this all together. Here's your action plan. What you need to do before, during, and even after a scammer tries to target you. Okay, so a number you don't recognize calls you. What do? Honestly, the best move is to just not answer. Let it go to voicemail. But if you do pick up, the second you feel that pressure or something just feels off, hang up. Don't argue with them. Don't try to be clever. Just hang up. If you're actually worried it might be real, there is a safe way to check. And how do you check? It's super simple. First, ignore any phone number the caller gives you. Don't trust it. Instead, go find your actual Medicare card, flip it over to the back, and call the official 1-800-MEDICARE number that's printed right there. That is the only number you should ever trust for this.
Now, what if you think you might have already given them your information? Okay, don't panic, but you do need to act fast. First thing, call the real 1-800-Medicare number and tell them your card or number has been compromised. Second, call your bank's fraud department right away. Third, you need to freeze your credit with all three bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion. And finally, you have to report the fraud.
And reporting it is so important because it's not just about you. It helps the authorities track these crooks down and stop them from hurting somebody else. You can report it to the Federal Trade Commission. That's reportfraud.ftc.gov. And for Medicare-specific stuff, you can call the OIG hotline. Look, when it comes to these scams, knowledge really is your best defense. And now you have it. You're not just protected, you're in a position to protect others. So I'll leave you with this question. Who in your life needs to hear this? A parent, a neighbor, a friend? Please share this information with them. Thanks for your time.